Olga, can you please tell us a little bit about your method and about results you have achieved? Yes, I can certainly say that I have a method in place because I have received an exclusive copyright patent for it. Also, this method is interesting because it will not only allow one to transition within a short time frame, but also I have worked on and developed stages and factors that stop people from transitioning to Breatharianism. It means that judging by the stages, by body responses, a person can clearly identify how many stages are ahead. I don't mean in terms of timing, it means changes of internal processes. So these reference points, in my opinion, are the most important. So it's not like a bad shot or you're guessing. Virtually speaking, every millimeter can be measured. Okay. And as far as I know, you have a big number of students by now, and many of those have transitioned to Breatharianism based on your method. Moreover, not only many people have transitioned to Breatharianism, but they are being in dry state. It is peculiar because many Breatharians or people who stop eating, they continue drinking water for some time. Like for instance, I spoke a lot with Zinaida Grigorievna Baranova. The transition period took her at least 6 years. It involved long time cleansing of organism. But unlike this, my method is based on quick cleansing. We have a large society of people who have done my seminars. They keep in touch and share experiences with one another. It plays a big role. So for example, a person has had a shift, he writes about it, asks questions to those who already experienced it, because he is new to this quality and doesn't know how to perceive it. Of course, one might have his own opinion, but what's important is when many people have been down this path and have something to share, something to say. We know each other and we support each other. Okay, Olga, what else you can tell about such phenomenon as Breatharianism? I think a new paradigm for society is ripe now. This is the reason why we are going to organize the first International Breatharian Congress, at which representatives of all schools or trends will present, so that the audience will not only receive a lot of information, but also see for themselves an opportunity to choose from this or that processes, whatever resonates with them. Today, I can admit there is a really huge number of Breatharians, and many of them are afraid to speak out about their processes because they will not be accepted by society, family members, and friends. Still, many people cannot realize that this is possible. Even if there were personalities back in history, you cannot prove it now, whether they were Breatharians or not. After the immersion of internet, information started spreading rapidly. So by now, critical mass has gathered. And we can speak about it not like about some fiction or charlatanism of certain people who want to show off or distinguish themselves from the others, but we can view it as a new round of civilization evolvement. I was walking in Moscow on the ground recently, Next to me there was a couple of fairly attractive people. They were standing there. A beautiful woman, a pleasant man with good perfume on, but I sensed a smell coming from behind this perfume. Needless to say, perception of senses sharpens. I felt pain that the woman bears inside her energy, soul constraints. I understand when many Breatharians, after being in such state for many years, they just walk away from society. You can number a long list with names. Because it's really difficult to perceive all that and not be able to do anything about it. Presently, my goal now is to convey a message to society that there is not only a possibility but a way. There is a big gap between these two notions. For example, I am not eating, another person is taking food. I could be for him an idol of some sort, or just totally opposite. A person might have deep positive or deep negative emotions towards me, belief or disbelief, but there is a gap between us where he is and where I am. To bridge this gap, to make this connection from it is possible to yes, I can do it and I've done it is the most important now. Olga, when and where will the Congress be held? Can you describe briefly what it will be like? Certainly it will be in Moscow, because there will be many foreigners present. It will be more convenient for them to come to Moscow. The Congress will be held on the 3rd and 4th of May 2013. These are the exact dates. As I mentioned, there will be speakers from different schools and trends, such as Jasmukhin Bigu Ji from China. I would also like to invite bearers of traditions. I've made certain arrangements regarding their arrival already. We are interested to hear out such people as Jericho and Fire, who transitioned instantly but after a long period of time, ranging from some years and even decades. We are interested in what stages are they gone through, and probably their followers who've been down this path as well. My method will be presented, and I would like and I'm hoping to invite enlightened people to the Congress, because Breatharianism and enlightenment are very interconnected. Needless to say, not all the enlightened people are Breatharians and not all the Breatharians are enlightened, but the chances to realize the nature of self increase greatly. Plus, I want very much to see scientists at the Congress. Scientists? Yes, exactly. So they can tell how science view Breatharianism nowadays, and if there are any researches being made in this regard or are planned to be made. In any case, this Congress will help scientific circles to treat this more seriously and more purposely.